Everyone, welcome to It's Great to Me. Today I'm going to be doing one of my favorite recipes. Always when it gets chilly outside, I like to have feel a little comforting. Going to be making apple crisp today. It's one of my own recipes. I know it has nothing to do with the Mediterranean cuisine. I just that maybe you would enjoy it on a cold, chilly night. So what you're going to need is 4 medium-sized apples, some cinnamon, nutmeg, some oats, quick cooking oats or just regular oatmeal, some flour, margarine, and butter. Okay, and brown sugar if I didn't mention that. Okay, and a pinch of salt. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do is just cut up and peel our apples, right, and cut them in slices. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back with you. Thank you for all your love and support, by the way, for the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that like and leave me a comment. I'll be right back. So I'm back. Like you did there. I have gone ahead and cleaned my apple and sliced them into big pieces. What you want is like an 8-inch pan or a round pan like that, right? To place all your apples in on the bottom. And you can spread them out so that you've got an even layer. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so we've got our apples prepared. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to make the topping, right? Okay, so let me just set this aside now. And I don't know, how come I can't, there you go. I don't know, I'm going to try to lower this a little bit so that you can see. Hold on. Okay, I'll just show you. There we go. Okay, so in the bowl, what we want to do is we're going to take, we need 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, any brand will, right? Doesn't have to be anything specific. So I'm going to put 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar in my bowl. Just like that. I'm also going to put in a 1/2 cup of oats. So I'm going to use Quaker oats. My hands are all slippery now from the apples. I'll get it out. Now. Give me one moment. And we'll get this opened up. And we can put in a 1/2 cup of that in there. Now you can use quick cooking oats as well, which is really good. So I'm going to take a 1/2 cup of the oats. I'm going to do that this way. I'll do it that way. So we need a 1/2 cup of them. So 3/4 of a cup brown sugar in the bowl, a 1/2 cup of oatmeal or oats, either just regular ones or quick cooking ones, right? Just need a little bit more. And we're going to incorporate all these things together. Now you also may want to put in a tablespoon of orange juice or a tablespoon of lemon juice or both, and some orange zest if you like that in here as well. Mix it with the apples as well. Okay, so I'm adding that into my brown sugar. We also need a 1/2 cup of flour added to the brown sugar in the oat as well. Put it in the bowl. And in this mixture, you may, excuse me, you want about 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon in here. And you can also add 3/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg in here. Now, I also like adding some brown sugar and some cinnamon to the apples that are already sitting on the bottom as well, just to give it an extra kick. So just a little bit of nutmeg, 3/4 of a teaspoon in here. I'm also going to put some on my apples, and I'm also going to put some cinnamon there, just a little bit. And of course, a pinch of salt where our apples are. And like I said, you can add a little bit of brown sugar there if you want as well, and mix up those apples. I'm just going to slightly sprinkle some here on the apples, just to give it some taste. All right, and then the last thing we want to do so that we can incorporate the flour, the oats, the brown sugar all together is that we need 1/3 of a cup of margarine or butter, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to work this until it becomes into a crumbly mixture, okay? I'm just spooning that out. Make sure that I get a 3/4 of a cup filled with, I'm using margarine. You can use butter if you want, doesn't matter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create this crumble now for the top. And we're just going to mix all this together until we get a very nice crumbly type of topping to put on top. Where is that now? Just spooning out the excess margarine to put it in here. Yeah, I'm going to turn it all over the camera for you so you can see what I'm doing because you can't really see too. There we go. All right. All right. Let me just bring it out that way. So all we're going to keep doing here now is we're just going to be working that margarine and butter through the flour, the oats. And like I said, you can also add lemon zest, orange zest to this, a tablespoon of orange juice if you want, all right, or lemon. And we're just going to keep working this right now until we get a nice topping by mixing all these ingredients together. It's quick, it's easy, but it's delish. You'll need to set your oven to 380 Fahrenheit, okay? If you're in Europe, somewhere like at 190 C. And it's about a 30-minute bake once you put it in the oven. So see how it's starting to get crumbly? That's what we want. We want the mixture to become crumbly. Is that even a word? Yeah, it's something. It's just the cinnamon and the nutmeg, and that warm dessert. Now you can also spoon, a scoop of vanilla ice cream next to that once it comes out of the oven, right next to it on the plate. That goes really nice to it as well. So we're almost there. And it's so simple, right? And, with your apples, just make sure that, you can use green apples. You can use 2 green apples, 2 red apples. Just make sure that the apples are a little bit tart, right? I don't have too much more of this to do, but we're almost there. And all I'm going to do is just really take this and spread it on top. And you'll see, right, once it's in the oven and you're letting it bake for 30 minutes, you'll see the crumble that we have made for the topping on this apple crisp get golden. So we're almost there. So I'm just checking it right now. I'm just going through all of it, making sure that everything is incorporated together here really well before I put it on top. I'm so happy you guys are enjoying the recipes that I've been putting up. And like I said, but a lot of it will be, from the Mediterranean cuisine. But I'll also be sharing family recipes and some of my favorite recipes with you as well. And, you can share these videos with your friends as well, okay? Or other family members if you really like something that we have created here together on the channel. It's a nice way to, to turn people onto other different foods as well, different recipes, right? I always used to love it when my mom, I had asked her at some point to really sit down and write down all her recipes for me so that I could have them, and I still have them to this day, right? And they're all in her writing. It's pretty good, right? My God, that's how she used to make that. So I think we are ready to go. So what we're going to do right now is we've got our apples ready, right? Just going to pour this crumble over the apples and try to distribute it evenly, right? So it gives it a good coat. And then we're going to be all ready to stick that in the oven. So you see how it is right now. So I'm kind of just spreading it out so it's even. We can make a really nice topping and crust for this apple crisp. And all you got to do now is just stick it in the oven and wait 30 minutes and let this topping turn brown. And when mine is ready, I will bring it back down for you to check out and see how it turned out. All right, so I'll be back with you really soon. So everyone, I'm back. So here we go. Remember when I told you to keep it into the oven until the top becomes nice and toasty and browned? So it's all ready to go. Just need to let it cool off a little bit. Cut yourself a slice, take a scoop of vanilla ice cream, put it on the side, and enjoy. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you so much for being here and spending your time with me. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like, and leave me a comment down below. And enjoy. Love and kisses. I'll see you again next time. Bye.